quite an exclusive insight in this video today. I'm going to take you through the entire process, or as much as I can, of the hike flow method, what's involved, how we get started, what kind of people we work with. I'm going to show you the story of Grant, taking him from where he was 5 months ago to where he is now. You'll see the assessment process that we go through. You'll see some of the movements that we use. But crucially, you hear some of the questions that I ask, because they're the kind of questions that you can ask yourself, especially if you're thinking about coming into the program, either as a member without our one-on-one help or doing some one-on-one coaching to speed the process up a little bit. You'll see everything we go through, and you'll see where Grant ended up in 5 months' time. It's quite the transformation.
In February 2020, what was like occasional lateral knee pain turned into something like chronic. It's kind of been an issue on and off since then. Done probably about 30 to 45 minutes of mobility per day for years now.
Yeah.
You know, I went to physical therapy very consistently in the US, and I was making progress. Like I got up to being able to run, I don't know, 1.5 miles, 2 miles, hike for an hour or two with minimal pain, but could never really kick it. It's like once I got too much volume, then it would just flare up still. Like I tried some things myself. I tried physical therapy. I tried PRI, like with a coach there. It's like, I just haven't been able to fully fix it. I had Achilles tendinopathy pop up when I like pushed the load too much. I don't know, probably like July or August 2024. So then it was like, okay, now I have a new thing to have to fix. And occasionally I have like, well, I think it's mostly my right big toe hurt when there's too much load as well.
The first thing I want to say is that like you will find an answer to this problem. Like you're the kind of person that just will find it. So like just delete that kind of fear from your brain. Let me share this with you, and I'll kind of, what I like to do is build a bit of a map of the history. Sure. So you were all pretty good and you were sort of athletic and moving around until 2020 on the Yosemite trip, right?
Yeah, that's 2020.
And that was lateral knee pain coming down.
Yeah, it's changed over time, but call it like 2-ish hours is kind of the max in mountains, hiking up and down.
The goal is to do something like Tour de Mont Blanc pain-free, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I basically like to be able to do like anything.
Yeah.
Want to do like, you know, do the Tour de Mont Blanc, go hiking at any point and not worry about it. And like I had been walking around a sit. It's like I'm gonna have to be in pain just walking around. Obviously, we were walking a lot, but still.
And what was that? Knee, hip, foot?
Yeah, I think all three, and a little bit right big toe.
Yeah. So that's the first thing. Like, you want to be able to like just walk around the city without experiencing that. I think that would be a good first goal.
I'm like a week into the mountain proof ankles as well.
Oh,
so easy. I heard some of this from you.
You're doing the work. So a lot of the foot and ankle work that I do is already in there. So a lot of the stuff that I would probably have you do if you're coaching already is in there, which is great. Sometimes at the end of these calls, I'll just say, do mountain proof ankles. We'll do a couple of quick little tests, because if there's something that pops up here, when I take someone on, I like to be pretty certain that I can get a quick win for them, like within the first couple of weeks, where they've like blown away, like they feel like I feel way better just from getting a little bit of work. That always starts off the process very well. So the first thing we're going to do is be really relaxed, chin to chest.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. And then the other side. Keep bending. Now feel your weight into your heel. There's kind of space between your rib cage and and your hips just does not want to close, and way more obvious when we do lateral flexion. See this whole kind of collapse of knee hip to try and get that to happen.
Yeah.
This is like drill number one for you, is to clean up lateral flexion. What I look at is this Achilles line. It should be quite straight. You need like 60 degrees of flexion in the big toes. There's quite a few things to work on, but they're all things that I know really well, and I spend a lot of time with people. I just program everything out that I want you to do. You do it. You can pull it up on your phone. You have like the videos. What I want you to do every single day. It's like me. It's like it's a very clear yes. So I'm like 100% confident that you'll be able to hike the 2 of them on blog. Is like, it's not going to be a problem. Online coaching, the way it works is like, obviously you have to put the work in. My job is to distill down all of the kind of information that I've learned over the last 12 years and give you something that is practical and easy for you to do, that you can carry out most days, that is going to make a difference. And then constantly sort of measure and reassess, both on like the pain scale and the movement scale, to see if it's actually improving. If it's not, we pivot.
Thankfully, after working with you and following your program, I can now say I'm good to go and willing to take on big mountains again. It's a new mindset shift that I could take going forward.
And once it's in you, and you can just use that confidence and lean into that confidence. That's it's the confidence to book the trip. Super excited to see, like, every day you just be like, send me the link of like, yeah, this is what I did today, this is what I'm doing tomorrow. And I was like, wow, he's really going for it.
I'm really grateful that you encouraged me to just really go test myself when it comes to big mountains. It's something hard to test. I'm just super excited and grateful. I feel like it's really just created a mindset shift for me, and that like, hey, I'm good now. Like, yeah, I can improve and get stronger and better in different ways. But if someone asked me to go on a trip for a weekend to the mountains, like, sure, I can do any kind of trip. I did 3 days of big Alps climbs. I think one of the days was probably the longest hike I've maybe ever done too. Yeah, the Zugspitze, we chose the one that was kind of like the fastest one. It's just, like you said, like super steep. You know, we were on all fours for a good amount of it. What would probably be low grade rock climbing or scrambling, because it wasn't fully via ferrata. The rock was loose enough in some sections that they didn't actually have it all cabled. So it was funny at some points, like, okay, why is here via ferrata and what we just did wasn't? Like, this is easier. The next day was super long day. I think it was 21 miles. So what's that, like low 30s kilometers? So within that time frame, like, I just wouldn't have been able to do this. Like, I would have just turned around way earlier. I feel like I'm now at a place to say, like, hey, I'm, quote, healed and can just do whatever I want.
So what are the big takeaways here? Number one, I think you can clearly see that Grant's confidence level and his own ability has gone from like here to here. And to be clear, he's not pain-free. And nobody is. Like, I'm not pain-free. I don't think that should be the goal. Like, going out into the mountains and pushing yourself, there's going to be some kind of pain in that. Like, one of our qualities of outdoor people is embracing the suck, like embracing the suffering. So it's not really about like getting out of pain. It's about knowing your ability and pushing that ability further, where your breakdown point, your common thing that usually stops you from going further in the mountains, is something that you know deeply, and you know how to avoid it, and you're working towards pushing it. So I think having the confidence, knowing yourself, are far more important than just making the pain go away. Because you can make the pain go away. You can get orthotics, probably. You could take, prescription drugs. There's all sorts of things you can do. That's not really what we're about. What we're about is having the confidence to be able to book the trip, to go out and do it. And to feel good when you're in the mountains. That's what this is about. Anyway, if you liked this, if you want to go through this process, book me in. We'll have a chat. And maybe one-on-one coaching is not for you. We have a membership where you can pay it right now. It's $89 a month and $7.99 a year if you want to commit to a whole year. And I do recommend that people commit to a year because it's going to be a frustrating process. Learning your body is difficult, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy, but it's a very, very, very worthwhile journey, and one that I love doing every day. That's all. See you later.